Et bienvenue mes amis, and welcome to another adventure in French. Today's adventure is the 4.1 vocabulary from our favorite textbook, Bien dit, Level 1. I'm sure you'll want to have your vocabulary handout ready and with you as we go through this vocabulary together. You know how it works. I'll read through the French, each item twice, so that you can hear the correct pronunciation, and then of course reveal the English meaning. Feel free at any time, of course, to pause this recording so that you can practice your own pronunciation. I'll just give you a heads up. This vocabulary is about things you experience or find around school. All right, and let's look at this first one. It is les arts plastiques. Les arts plastiques. Notice it's plural, all right? And you'll probably think it has something to do with something plastic, but I think you'll be surprised because it simply means art class. All right, don't ask me about the plastique part. I'm not sure about that. But I do want you to note that it is plural in French, but it is singular in English. All right, next one. Les devoirs. Les devoirs. All right, once again, it is a plural masculine noun. Let us see what that means, something you're quite familiar with. Homework. Once again, a plural in French, singular in English. All right, we've got plenty more. Un examen. Un examen. You can probably see what this is if you look at the first four letters of that word. It means a test, an exam. Notice what's strange about this word is we have the en on the end of that word, which is normally pronounced en, but the word is pronounced examen. This is an exception to the rule. It doesn't follow the regular pronunciation rules. For some reason, the en on this word is pronounced un. All right? Pretty interesting. We go on. Le jour. Le jour. And that's how you say day. Oh yeah, there's more. Un weekend. Un weekend. All right, can you guess what this means? Oh, you're very wise if you said weekend. Notice that the French pronounce it fairly much like we pronounce our word weekend, and that's because they took it from us. The French really didn't have a very well-developed concept of a weekend until the American influence came over. And so when they were coming up for a word for weekend, they just used ours, all right? And notice the W is not pronounced like a V like it normally would be. They pretty much took the word, the meaning, the pronunciation from English. All right. Oh, those French. We go on. Un après-midi. Un après-midi. Okay, a hyphenated word, and it means afternoon. All right. Après means after, midi means noon, so just very much like English. It means afternoon, but it does have a hyphen in it. All right, what exciting word do we have next? Un matin. Un matin. Un matin. And that is how the French say morning. All right, now you know afternoon, morning. Un soir. Un soir. That OI has that wa sound, ends with a nice R. What is un soir? Well, evening. So now you know how to say morning, afternoon, evening. All right. What does that have to do with school? Well, also in this vocabulary, in this chapter, we'll be learning how to tell time. So that will come in especially handy when we do that. On to the next word, la biologie. La biologie. Now, obvious. What does that mean? And notice we've moved into feminine nouns. If you said it means biology, you're right. All right, yeah, you see what that has to do with school. Next one. L'éducation musicale. L'éducation musicale. And what is l'éducation musicale? Well, that's how you say music class. All right. Next one. L'éducation physique et sportive. L'éducation physique et sportive. Or we use the abbreviation EPS. All right, and that's a mouthful. What could it mean? Where do you see this? PE, physical education, or PE. So where we say PE, they say EPS. All right. Next one. La géographie. La géographie. And if you guess that means geography, you're absolutely right. Fairly close cognate. Next up, l'histoire. L'histoire. Notice the H is considered non-existent. It's there, but we just ignore it. We treat this word as if it started with a vowel, hence the L apostrophe. And l'histoire, yeah, means history. Now, this word can also mean story, just to let you know. It does have a dual meaning. And history is, after all, a story. And you can see it's got the word story right in there. Okay. Next word. Un interro. Un interro. And what is an interro? Well, we've had a lot of these in class. It's how you say quiz. Next. Les maths. Les maths. Notice the TH has that T sound, and yeah, it does mean math. Notice, again, plural in French, singular in English. Une matière. Une matière. And matière, well, that's how you say a school subject. All right. Next one. La physique. La physique. And that's how you say physics. Now notice this is one case where it's singular in French, but plural in English. All right. Oh, we're almost halfway through. All right. Les congés. Les congés. And that is how you say a break, such as a Christmas break or a holiday, an extended break in school, such as a Christmas break or a spring break, fall break. All right. Next up, une semaine. Une semaine. And that is how you say week, like 7 days. Une sortie. Une sortie. And your favorite part of the day at school? Dismissal. All right. So there it comes from the French verb sortir, which means to go out. Dismissal, going out from school. Sure. La chimie. La chimie. And that is how we say chemistry. Difficile. Difficile. And that's not too difficult. It means hard or difficult. All right, next one. Facile. Facile. And that is the opposite of difficile. It means easy. Intéressant. Or in the feminine, intéressante. Now we've moved into our adjectives. Intéressant, intéressante. And obviously it means interesting, like my class. Next one. Ennuyeux, ennuyeuse, ennuyeux, ennuyeuse. And that's how you say boring. Aujourd'hui, aujourd'hui. Notice the weird spelling here? That means today. Demain, demain. That is how we say tomorrow. Hier, hier. And that is how we say yesterday. Today, tomorrow, yesterday. Maintenant, maintenant. All right, very big French word, means now. Maintenant. All right, here we go. Lundi, lundi. That is Monday. Can you see where we're going with this? Mardi, mardi. And that is Tuesday. Mercredi, mercredi. And that is Wednesday. Jeudi, jeudi. Thursday. Vendredi, vendredi. Friday. Guess what's next? Samedi, samedi. Saturday. And let's finish out the week. Dimanche, dimanche. And that means Sunday. All right. Notice the days of the week are not capitalized in French. They are in English, but not in French. And also Monday is actually the beginning of the week for the French calendar, not Sunday. All right. Onward. Parce que. Parce que. And this is very handy. Parce que means because. Yeah, you want to keep that one handy. Quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? And this means what time is it? Comment est ta classe de biologie? Comment est ta classe de biologie? Comment est ta classe de biologie? How is your biology class? And our last term. Ça me plaît beaucoup. Ça me plaît beaucoup. Ça me plaît beaucoup. And that means I like it a lot. Literally means that is pleasing to me a lot. But in translation, we're not going to put that. We're going to say I like it a lot. It's another way of expressing what you like, to say it is pleasing to you. All right? And that wraps up the 4.1 vocabulary from BND. I'll see you in class. We'll have a lot of fun with this one, as you can tell. And now it's time for me to conclude this adventure in French and say, au revoir, mes amis. À bientôt.